spin one out. I've thought about jumping and making a couple of stingers. Stingers would be a bad crack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we should be up and rolling now. Should be up and running.
Beauty. Another week.
Another week of the round stable. Done first. Ep 5 already. 5 in the pipe.
Welcome back. 5 in the pipe.
5 in the pipe. It feels weird that we've done 5 because it's only round 1, but it's really round 2. It's just
it's insane to me. We've come in hot. You know what I mean? All guns blazing.
Come in hot.
We don't muck about. You know.
I lost my notes, but yeah, we'll kick right into the episode 5 round stable because we've got a lot. It's round 1. Round 1's done and dusted. Everyone played, and now we've got to get used to top 18 again, which could be another. We could touch on that.
Oh, there's a lot to talk about there because it's going to affect your squad and your trades and especially in the competitions that you're playing. Because if you're just playing head to head, maybe not, but if you're playing overall, it's important.
That's it. Well, yeah, it has affected my thoughts on trades, and we'll get into that. But first, intro is the score and rank, and I will go first. My score was 2,276. I was worried about the rank, and I wasn't too happy. I have started at rank 34,046. Not too chuffed, but early days.
It's early days.
It's not where you win it. You win it with the trades. It's a trading game.
It's fantasy, isn't it? It's the long haul. You don't win round 1.
Yeah.
If you're winning round 1, you're doing it wrong.
Well, I thought I was actually going quite well early. I thought I was going quite well, and then it's funny because last year Sundays was my day, and this year my Sunday was weak. So I'll have to look into that. But yeah, 2,276 and ranked 34K. What about yourself?
So I got 2,280, so only 4 points more.
Is that right?
Only 4 points more, and I'm 32,000. So, yeah, not that much higher, ranked in the top 18%. Again, yeah, you want to be getting a little bit more than that. But as a round 1, actually had a few players that let me down also, so it's not the end of the world. And also, I fucked my captain up, which seems to be a fucking trait that I've carried on from last year, that I'm just going to try break out of that, but I changed my captain on the game day, which didn't do myself any favors. So I could have had a little bit more, but it is what it is. So we'll take it and we'll move on. But yeah, you want to be getting a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
But as a round 1, I think it's okay, and I think in the overall lead that we looked at, I don't think the top 2 are that much better off than us. And they got a little bit lucky with a couple of plays that they had.
The big scores this week were the biggest round 1 scores I've seen in a whole minute. 2,500 was the team of the week. I don't know if you saw. I'm just having a real quick look here.
Yeah, I'm looking now.
But yeah, he started Houston, clever. He had the Bont, he had the Jackson, so he had all the ones that popped, which is normally the case with the winner. Week winner. To be the winner, I've seen there's people, and you'll see this year. I've seen people win the week that are ranked 74,000 in like round 10. It's just all their players have gone gangbusters. You really want to get to the top at the end. But yeah, so we're both around the same there. It's funny, 4 points difference is 2K, 2,000 teams difference, which that shows how tight it is early.
Oh yeah, look, and again, round 1 is you can't be thinking too much of that. I mean, this guy that's finished top. If you notice one thing there, he's gone pretty weak in his defense.
Massively,
so if that's but got it right. So that's something to maybe you can play that. But he's got Bond, Jackson, and they've really carried him through. Is Houston going to get 132 every week? I don't know. But anyway, that's good.
Yeah.
It's a good decent team. So you can't be too mad at that.
No, absolutely not.
Wow.
Oh, we'll jump into our Stallion, Donkey, and Voldemort.
Absolutely.
Now I'll let you go first. Actually, I went first with the team. I had too many donkeys to choose from, I'll be honest. But let's start with the Stallion. Who was your Stallion?
Look, I'm going to go really underrated here, and you might have him too. I've got obviously better players in the team that got better scores, right? But it's scores that you would expect them to get. So it's not so surprising. So I'm going for a little bit of a surprising stallion. But for me, I'm going Robertson from West Coast, man. 105 at 119,000. That is an absolute stallion. You're not going to get much better than that. I mean, you could obviously go Tanner Bruin as well. We know about Jagger Smith, but we know how good he is. But I don't think anybody really expected Robertson to get that, as we've seen in so many videos. Nobody really thought he was going to play, but he jumped straight into that midfield. And obviously, the Suns are bloody good. Let's not get it twisted. I thought West Coast played all right. I actually thought they played a good game. Like they didn't look as bad as what maybe that scoreline suggested, and he played really, really well. Obviously, like I said, you could pick Petrarca, but everybody knows about that. I could pick Sinclair, and your Sherrys and your English and stuff. Those are generics, but I thought at 105 for going to a new team, I thought that was a brilliant first game from him, and that's all you want. And actually, that's more than what you want from him in wherever you have him in your forward line. I thought that was brilliant. I was really, really impressed. In fact, out of everybody in the week, I didn't expect that one to come from him. So that would be my stallion, absolutely, Robertson.
Well, I had two to choose from, so he was one of them, and I was going to go the other one if you picked him. But quickly on Robertson, I'm big on don't get sucked into people touching their ceiling. Generally, Robertson's not a shock to me. He could average 90. He generally could average 90 this year. So
the thing. Maybe he's a shock to other players, but he's not a shock to you because you've seen him. But having that year out, not playing for Brisbane, it wasn't because he's not a good player. It's just that Brisbane are stacked.
He can't get in. He's done the right thing leaving because he wasn't going to get in. But he is a dead set chance of averaging 90. I've got him in my flex. I'm glad I didn't have him benched. I had him fielded in my flanks.
You'd be fuming.
Yeah, there'd be a few out there that would be fuming. I can see him in my flex. If he's averaging that high, I can see him there till round 14, 15. And then one of my last jump-ups.
No need to move him on, is there?
No. You did touch on who my stallion is, and I'll go to him because it was one of the two. It is Tanner Bruin.
He's doing everything right, isn't he?
I thought it was almost... I still didn't believe it. Even after opening round, I was like, I got to bring him in. I'll bring him in, but I'm still not sold on it. And then to drop another 110, his average is 100, only from 2 games, keep in mind. But for my M6, averaging 100, I could not be happier. It's unreal.
He's my M5 just because Jagger is technically lower than him, but you know what I mean. But unreal. And obviously looking at him and the way he plays, being out all year, you forget how good he is because the year before when he first played for Geelong, he looked pretty solid. But when players have a year out, you just forget about him, and it's no fault to anybody. But he's a gun, he's a weapon. He gets the footy a lot, and he's clean with it. And again, 110, 100 at 276,000. His break even is probably going to be about 10. We'll
get into it. It's probably lower. We'll get into it.
We will jump into it later on, but. Yeah, doing all the right things. That's a player that if you don't have right now, you'd be silly. You'd be silly not to.
All right, Bruin and Robertson, no surprises there. I think. Now we'll jump into the donkey. You want to give me your donkey first? Who pissed you off?
I'll tell you who pissed me off.
Who let you down? Made you angry? I've got a couple.
Yeah, I have a couple. I'll give you 2, but I'll start with the one that pissed me off the most, and that would be Oliver. Just because I traded him in this week. And I thought it was a good game for him to do well against the Doggies. Like, I know the Doggies, they've started out on fucking fire. But I just thought that he was going to be a little bit better. And he only got 69. He's firing 1,000. So, it's not a primo, super primo. But, you want to be getting a little bit more than that. So I was pretty pissed off because the reason why I'm pissed off, and it'll go into the Voldemort segue. So I will talk about that even more. But... secondly would be Roberts at 53, but the thing with Roberts is that I think he's got enough in the bank for me not to get blown away by that. A lot of people have traded Roberts out straight away. I'm not going to be too crazy on it. I'm not going to flick him off because I think he is good. That would be my only other player that really let me down. Other than that, I think everybody else did pretty solid, but. I will segue into another player with the Voldemort that really made the Oliver bit 10 times worse.
Yeah. Well, You touched on who is very close to taking the cake for my Voldemort, and it was Roberts. But he gets off. He gets off just because even though there was no trades last week, I made moves late to bring in a player that is dear to me. And I brought him in for the specific reason of a big score this week, and he dropped to 64, and it's the 2-time Will Ashcroft is getting my donkey for it.
When I saw his Supercoach score, I thought, "Oh, Jack won't be happy with that one."
It was for this week. I wasn't even mad if I was moving him out after this week because they have the bye. But I was like, "Oh, I'm thinking 130s here. Lug is out," and he looked better than a 64 when I watched the game, because I watched the game and I was like, it's not going to be a 130, but it's probably 85, 90. When I saw 64, I was like, fuck, you've done me.
It's just anything under 70 in a primo midfield spot it's a punch in the gut.
Yeah. If he didn't have his bye next week, I would probably just hang out. But because of his bye, and this is the bye that hurts me the most, and I hurt myself even bringing him in for that one score. I'm looking at possibly moving him out to get another player on field with the Goulden situation as well, which we'll touch. But there's part of me that thinks just hold him. I'm in that boat now, but he will score 130s. He will average higher than 60. Like, he won't get many 130s. I'm talking maybe 2 or 3 in the season, I would predict. But you're looking at 100. Like, he averaged close to 100 last year, but yeah, do I move? We'll get into that. But he's a donkey because I brought him in for the specific reason. So Roberts escaped by a thimble.
Well, it's funny though, because I brought Oliver in, and it's exactly the same thing. I brought Oliver in for that reason, and he got 69, and I'm like, that's not it. So and Roberts escaped, for the same thing for me.
But even like. If you bring in Oliver in, I feel like you do have that slice of you, like, that can happen. I'm on the 2-time norm. 2-time norm to give me a 130. Lugger's out in the Swans, and you've dusted me there.
He really has no excuse, but I don't know what it is with Will. He's not a great in-season player. I don't know if he's
a finals man.
He's a finals man, and I don't know if he just takes his foot off the gas. I don't know if it's if he does this on purpose, like he just wants to prime himself for the latter end of the season, so he doesn't want to get an injury or something like that. I don't know, but he doesn't score very well in Supercoach traditionally. So I don't know. I don't know whether you move him on or not, but he's a gun. Well, don't get twisted. He's a gun.
We'll get into that later. Well, we'll go into the Voldemorts. Welcome in the O Show. Good name that. Voldemort, yes, I know where yours is going because you flicked him late for the Oliver and facilitate some trades. Who is your Voldemort? Who don't you have that you couldn't stand went off?
Oh, so, I mean, well, if you go on long term, it's obviously Bontempelli, but because I had him initially, but that was before opening round, and they changed that. So I can't use him for this round because I could expect that. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, no, I had him last week, didn't I? Yeah. But and I flicked him because I thought 113 and his break even was 130 and he drops 160. So that one was tough to take. But my bigger one for me, and only because this one wasn't put on a video or anything like that. So when I made the Oliver trade or the Bontempelli trade, I went to Sarong, and I had Sarong in my team literally for a few days before our game day, and then a day before I just got the cold feet, and for some reason I went to Oliver, and I had the same sort of theory you did, that I thought Oliver would have a better week than Sarong. I thought maybe the Geelong matchup was going to hurt him, and I thought, maybe I can wait, because he didn't play opening round, so I was like, I'm willing to wait. And so I jumped off Sarong back to Oliver, and Sarong at 150. So that one really, really hurt me, and so much so that I think I just got to get him in.
That's an 81 point difference, which you're probably looking, you're up in the top 15K.
That's what I'm
Don't
saying.
want to make it burn anymore, but
there's a couple of them.
That's a big one. That one.
That's a big one, and like not captaining, but I had Sherry all week, even to the Sunday, and then do you know what? This is not anybody's fault but my own. But I went for glory here because I knew that a lot of us would have Sherry as their captain, and I tried to be different. And I was like, I'll go Butters because not many. I knew not many blokes would have Butters as their captain. They would go Sherry. I tried to be cheeky and it cost me. He dropped 100%. And do you know what's funny? In the first quarter, I was like, this is a great decision because he was actually getting dusted by Vincentini.
Yeah.
But then he worked his way into the game and had a fucking belter again. But yeah, so that would be mine. Sarong was a tough one to take.
That is.
Bont's like whatever, because for me, Bont, you expect that from Bontempelli.
Yeah,
It's not a shock. It's like you trade him out, he could drop you a 170 and he dropped 160. So it's not a surprise.
Yeah, look, he's one. I touched on my video. He's one when you have him in. I don't think you just ever look at his break even because he can always hit it. Doesn't matter if it's 180. He's one of these. Once we get him, we just forget about it. He's there because we're all looking to get him somehow eventually. Sarong's a good pick because I think he's going to be in everyone's trades thoughts anyway for the Voldemort. Now, he was mine, but I'm just going to have a quick squiz to see if I can find another one because I don't want to go the same. Look, Luke Jackson's an option, but I never really had him late. Yeah, I never had him late. Sarong was in like the first week, and then, oh no, you know who my Voldemort will be? You know who it is? You know who I really want? I can't figure out how to do it right now. It's Nick Dacos.
Yeah.
It's
hard to get.
I'm even looking at a trade option for him, but the buy is coming up, so you should just wait. But I think he'll be my Voldemort for a while too, because I don't know how I'll get him for a while.
Yeah, not a while. I can't see myself getting him for a little bit either. And here's the thing with Nick. I'm pretty sure he's not going to score very low. Hey, he looks pretty on this year.
Yeah. He looks like he can burn a tag better than recent years.
Yeah, he does.
So you might not get those low 70s. Now when he gets tagged really well, you might get a low 90.
90,
yeah. Which, if his ceiling's like 170s. So, yeah, look, Nick will take my Voldemort. I looked at it already, but I just couldn't figure it out this week. It's just one of these ones. We're going to aim to upgrade to him later in the same thing as Bont if you don't have him.
Unless you want to like burn through your boosts, which is not smart to do. It's a tough one to take.
Well, there you go. There's the Stallion, Donkey, and Voldemort, all a bit different again. We could have went the same in a couple, but what we'll do now is we'll fly through the games, right? Because we do want to touch on everything. Now, let me just get the filters on because the first game is Carlton Richmond, so I do just want to see the Carlton Richmond boys.
Yeah.
Now I watched the second half of this game. It got red hot late. Oh, did it get red hot late? I thought Carlton were going to choke again.
They looked like they were going to.
But back on the Super, the top scorer, Jaden Short, we're not falling for that one, are we?
No, he's capable of doing it though. But he's not reliable enough.
Yeah,
I've seen him drop stinkers.
Yeah,
but and I'm not sure what his price actually is.
$450 we're looking at, but it's.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't think anyone could go there. Everyone should have Jagger Smith. Absolutely everyone. He's now at 84.8%. What are the other 15 doing? Send me the thesis. I need to understand.
It's got to be autofills and just not.
How does autofill miss him? It can't happen. Patrick Cripps dropped a 114. Looked like a 150 on the telly.
Yeah, he looked like he was going off, eh?
He looked like he was going to drop a monster, but he does do this, Cripps. He'll look... He almost always gets 120 when he looks good. It's not a 150. So his ceiling actually isn't as high as we think it would be. He doesn't get 170s like Butters and Nicks, Petrarcas.
Yeah, very, very rarely, hey. Like I don't think I've ever seen it. Like, I think I may have seen Cripps get a 150.
Yeah.
But even this score is pretty high for him, to be honest.
Yeah, this is literally... he'll probably change 30 grand all year, up down, because he'll sit around there. Sammy Walsh with a 96. You still not on the Walsh train?
No.
Well,
I haven't jumped to Walsh yet. Look, I can see why people have him. I really can, but I don't know. I don't know what it is about Walsh. I think he's an accumulator, but I actually don't think he's very good with the footy. I think he butchers it a bit. I think going into Supercoach, that hurts you. And I know he's capable of getting high scores, For 543 is an awkward price, but this was prior to Goulden going down. So Goulden getting an injury does throw that into the equation now. So he might be one on my radar. He's not in there at the moment just because of his buy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, that for that price, then that kind of swap for Goulden. Goulden's kind of fucked everything really because well, he has because he is a primo and he is a gun and he's really reliable in terms of his scores. Goulden doesn't really drop many stinkers, but now that he's injured and you can pretty much count the year off for Goulden because he's going to be 4 months out, and then he's going to have to come. He might be a late pick if you can kind of get him back in, but I wouldn't you're not going to be looking at him for the majority of the season. No. But so. Yeah,
put him in the afterburners. Like he could, if you're in head-to-head leagues for finals, if he gets back a little bit in time, he could be one to look to flick to for finals. The only thing is he hasn't done a lugger here, whereas lugger got injured and dropped like a score of 8. So lugger, have you seen lugger's break even?
What is it?
It's 238. McGluggage will be 550k by the second week when he comes back. Goulden still scored a 110. So you're not going to get Goulden cheaper when he comes back in 4 months for the final. So
because he's going to have that one round, up his sleeve.
Sarong for Goulden, yes, it does look like that is the popular decision.
It looks like it's making the most sense so far because Sarong, if you look at Sarong's break even, it's like fucking 67 or something. So the guy's going up in value. So if you want to jump on him now at 570, it probably makes the most sense. Unless you have more cash. You could potentially get Bond, but I don't really have that cash. I could maybe make it, but I'd have to fiddle some things that I don't know if I'd be comfortable with. But I could do it. There is a potential.
There's also make 30 grand to get to Anderson, but I mean, we'll just leave that one there. I do like Anderson. I know you're not very hot on Anderson like I am, but I did look at him briefly. Sammy Grills.
He had a good week.
Sammy Grills, we're all happy, aren't we? 73.
Yeah, that's not going to get any complaints.
Looked good too. Looked better than 73.
He looked better than 70. I actually thought his score was going to be higher than that. But again, at that price, you're not sniffing your nose at that. And that's his first proper hit out.
Yeah, fair. And I think he had 100% efficiency at half time. He only had, I think, smashed my mic. I only had like 10 touches, but it was 100%. So his score was like 50. So I was like, lovely, we'll take that.
Yeah, he looked good. I was happy with what I saw.
Flicking through, that looks like, there's not much out of the surprise of Richmond Carlton there.
No, I'll tell you this one. I want to mention this. I want to talk about this because I want to see if this is in your thoughts because it's not in mine yet.
You're not going to Nank, are you? Don't give me the Nank business, okay?
No, maybe even crazier. There's one. I need one more round from him, because I need to see if this is actually capable because he's done it twice, and that's Pitnet. Because he's 407,000, right? And if he's dropping 110s, hundreds, you can drop down so much in value there and get somebody else. I'm not saying I want to get him now, but I just want to say, you remember too, because he's scored so much, he's going to go up a biscuit. He's going to go up. He's probably going to go up 80,000.
Well,
his break even's 13.
He's got the role and no one's coming for it. No one's coming for it. So he's got the role all year.
The thing is, can he continue it? Is he going to be able to get produce this year? Game in, game out. I'm not sure, and that's why I said I need another game maybe to see what he. But at 407,000, let's say for argument's sake, you go from Sherry down, and you sacrifice maybe 10 or 15, but you're gaining 270,000 that could facilitate some other track. It's just a thought in my head. Is he a ruck you want to end the season with? No. Yep. But you could use his cash investment if he's got a couple good rounds in him. I don't know. And then just time it. Just saying. Not Nank.
That is bold. If we go on to the next game,
it's less bold than the McAndrew.
Yeah, that is fair. He's got a bit more behind him. But if we stay on the ruck conversation as we go to the next game is Essendon Hawks. Now, I did want to make this a talking point, so we'll stay on the rucks for a moment. keep your eyes peeled because I think Nick Bryan will be coming in for Blackiston as soon as he's ready. So everyone keep your eyes peeled.
He's not ready for a while, though.
I thought it was round 4.
Well, it's only round 1, so you still got another
Yeah. But it's not like half the season. Keep him peeled.
He's still got a few.
If he's any good, he could be someone we look to flick to, the old Nick Bryan. See, he's in the options where if McAndrews sneaks his way up to 350 by the time Nick Bryan's on the bubble, flick back down, make another 200. That's the kind of where I'm going. But, Nick Bryan, keep your eyes peeled because I don't think Blackiston owners were very happy. What did Blackiston score? 62. Yeah,
it's not fantastic. That's not something you want to, if you have him in your ruck.
Yeah.
Or is he just defender?
He's defender. He's defender super, but he's playing ruck. So
62 as a ruck's not good enough.
Especially in defense, there's too many options.
It's just not good enough.
Too many options. So if we go down, Zachy Merritt just again quietly topping the Supercoach for the game.
Yeah. No surprise there for me.
Talking about options for Goulden, that's 10K. There's no one's mentioned it's 10K for the Zeret.
So, 20 in it because Goulden wasn't he 560 something?
I think he's 569. Zeret's 583. So you might look at 15. But starts off with 139. He should be in the conversation more for me, Zeret. No, we have not talked about the prodigy. He will be coming up. Don't you worry. There's a few theories about if you can go all the way down to the prod. But
I have.
I've tossed it up. I've gone all the way down to someone else, but I'll probably just go all the way down.
Not from Goulden though, but I've gone down. Because I don't think you can do that.
So then we got Watson dropped 111. We're not getting sucked into that, are we? 350.
No, I think Watson just is unreliable. I think he has so many games where he goes missing. I don't think he's a reliable super player. I'm actually even in just like general, I think he's so up and down. He has a good game, then he goes cold, does nothing, then he has a good game. Also, he's playing against Essendon, so it's no surprise that he did well. Again, I said this last week, Sicily's one that I really am just keeping my eye on. He's dropped 2 good games. Is he back to his best? I don't know. I need to see more of it. 4.83 is an awkward price because it's like just creeping into that 500.
Yep.
But I'll keep an eye on him. And Jai Newcomb is a different one because not many people have him. Yeah, he's 516.
He is a pod. I wouldn't be going to the Newcomb for me, but he would have to blow my hair back for me to go to him. But back on the rucks, Reeves, 104. We need another look though, don't we?
We do because if he can, because you got to remember they played Meek as well in this game. Pretty sure.
Yeah, it was a double up.
So it's a double up. I don't like double ups. They make me nervous. I like rucks that play solely, just by themselves. I feel like they can get more. But 104 with another ruckman in there, that's fabulous. But that just is that because Blackiston was absolutely crap? I don't know.
Yeah.
But so maybe one more game, and then you'll have a game up your sleeve. That could be your potential, crazy move to go down to get yourself some cash. But that's kind of what you got to do in Supercoach. You have to make sort of a crazy move to facilitate something else. So he is on my radar also.
Could you be?
I was pretty impressed.
Could you be as bold as Goulden down to the McDonald? Now we've all known about the role.
I kind of did float that into. I did a trade before. I mean, I can undo them. I've done about 3 or 4 of them. I just basically what I did is I went Goulden to Murdoch, and then I went McDonald up from Philippou. That's what I did.
Yep.
But I sat on it, and I was just like, fuck. Is going down to Murdoch from Goulden silly to do at this early stage? Or should I just go straight to Sarong, given the fact he's not going to have a bye for like 10 rounds? So, I don't know. I've got Sarong in there at the moment, but again, I could change my mind. I did float McDonald in there because he's done it twice. Like, he's had 2 good rounds, and he's got that role. And 381,000 is very cheap.
Yeah, he's got the role, which I think is like I don't think he's going to have a high ceiling, but it is one of those interesting ones. Not much else going on in there. That game, a lot of low scores in that game.
Darcy Parish just doing what Darcy Parish needs to do. By the way,
we're happy. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, but we're happy.
Yeah. 93 is a solid score for 330,000.
He's got. Not only has he got through preseason, he's got through a game.
I know. He actually looked alright too, to be honest.
Oh well, if he can make it, he always will. He just can't get there. But look, Lloyd Meek is going to be a $380,000 ruckman at this rate. By the way,
yeah. He's not going to generate score, and I don't even think he's going to be an option. I had him a lot last year, and he did have some games where he dropped some high scores, but I don't think he's going to be an option this year, just by the way it's going. You know, I tell you what, one player that looked better in the game but just didn't generate a big score was Caldwell. I thought he looked great, and he was getting heaps of tackles. I don't know where the hell the 69s come from, unless he turned the ball over every time he got it.
No, when I flicked it on for a little bit, I did see a lot of the Caldwell as well. So yeah, it's funny because
he's going to drop price at 545. That could be a pot. He drops into the 400 realm. That's someone I'm getting.
He's exactly the someone I picked up last week when he dropped down to 440. Snuck him in. He went back up to 560. He's very much the kind of bloke you're looking for in that situation. Now, if we swing to the Dogs Giants, the Dogs scorers, man, they have some scorers, eh? It is bonkers.
Do you know what? The Dogs do this every year where they start really hot and then they kind of fade out. But yeah, I mean, they look red hot, but it's too early. Collingwood won 14 games and only lost 2 last year and faded. So you can't get too excited too early. But yeah, they look solid. I'm I'm a little frustrated because in one of my early builds of Super, I had Bont and I had Lockie Ash.
And English,
and I had English. Yeah. So that's
and Callahan, I think.
That's a kick to the guts.
Yeah,
so, but the reason, but my drop off to the rookies were very low. So for example, I had like a lot more of 119,000 players in there. So like there was no Parish, there was no Tanner Bruin, and players like that. So yeah, you had some real big primos, but then you had the real low ones. But at the moment, the way they're producing, that could have been an absolute gem of a week. But yeah, I mean, look, we're not surprised by Bon, are we? At this rate, he's probably not going to drop price. In fact, like I watched your video, I actually don't think he's going to go below 650 at all.
No, I think it's 670. If he touches 670, you're going to have to look again the Bont. Lockie Ash, I think we might be on. I think he's gained the Whitfield torch.
We said it in our predictions, didn't we? And that's why we want to stay off Whitfield. But yeah, and like I said, I had him in, and then I just had to wiggle things different ways. I wouldn't say I got sucked, but I changed my mind, him over Josh, and I thought Josh was a better option. I think Josh probably might be long term anyway. But yeah, it is a bit of it's a bit shit seeing him get 136 when you had him. But yeah, you're right. He definitely looks like he's got that role now.
Yeah. And English, showing everyone that went English that you can be comfortable with English. It's a very comfortable score for a ruck, 127, especially at 600K.
He's had 2 good weeks.
Yeah, you'd be a happy owner. Basically, the same score twice. Someone that showed us that he can still do it, Libba, just dropped to 126. Calm the farm, I'm still good. Right?
Yeah, he had a good game, eh? I was like, where did that come from? But, Libba may not do that every week, but he's definitely got it in him. But Aaron Norton getting 124, that's because he kicks 6.
Yeah, so, I'm not going near that. No, if you're going near anyone, it's Darcy, but I'm not going near the Norts.
True. And Callahan dropping to 120 is a good score.
He is. I have rough drafts in my mind about my team by like round 18. He's one of the primos I want to sneak to if he touches 580. If he sneaks down to 580 and strike, he is in my final team thoughts. Finn Callahan. He's one of those players. I think he will be in a lot of people's because he's only 2% owned. That tells me there's a lot of coaches going, I'll just get to him. his final team thoughts, Finn Callahan. So
100%.
no surprises there. But yeah, if we could sneak him at 580, I'll tell you who backed it up. And I was like, don't go near this bloke. Riccardi backed it up with a 1 point shy of a ton. He's averaging 105 over 2 at 370. Ruck forward, DDP ruck.
Yep.
I said you couldn't touch this with a pole last week.
I know you said that because he's playing in the ruck, isn't he? Yeah. He's getting that shared role, and he's also kicking goals. And you got to remember, what did GWS kick, like 60 points or something?
53.
So, like,
yeah.
He's 53. He got 99.
Yeah, he's
another one of those. He's there. He's the Ned Reeves. That's the ones you want to look at. Again, not the ones you want to have final day going into the finals, but in terms of growth and how you facilitate getting. So, for example, you want to get to Callahan, maybe you get to Riccardi first, and then you can get to Callahan. You know what I mean? And that can kind of get you there. I'll tell you one that. Well, we'll get to the one just below it. That did this piss you off, Ed Richards 90?
I brought him in for more, obviously, but I've brought him in that he'll still be in my final team at the end of the year. So he's one I've brought in willing to ride a bump or two.
Yeah.
So I've brought him in as a lock away, like kind of. Butters is in my team. They sit at my M1, M2, and I just don't think about it. Now, when I open the app and see he's dropped a 90, I'm like, you little ginger bastard. But I'm like, it's okay. Like, I'm not trading you. I'm not flustered. Yeah, he's one. I'm not. He's a keeper. He's a lock away. He would have to drop horrendous numbers a couple of weeks in a row for me to even consider, and by that point, he would lose money anyway. So. Thoughts on Houston? We are both, we've talked off air, big fans of the possible go to him after his bye. We'll get to that in the Collingwood game.
We will.
Then you've got below Richards, you have the Jakes. I've learned it's Jakes, right? It's
Jakes.
Funny. I was watching the game and they were calling this bloke Jakes, and I was like, I was like, who's Jakes and where's my Jacquez, man? Like, Jacquez ain't getting any touches. It is Jakes. He should be in almost everyone's team as well. He's going to be a great cash cow.
I fielded him too. I know a lot of people. I think you may have fielded Sarong, but I fielded Jakes, and I was happy with it. I think it's just the dog. You know what it is, and this is something that if you've watched football for a long time, you'll know. Is that if there's any young players out there in a team that is going to thrive, it's always the Dogs. Like Bevo with young players is one of the best in the business at getting them going. And so, like, if you want confidence at picking a young player that's going to score well, it's fucking the Doggies.
Yeah,
he gets them. Like even Buterick. He's backed it up again.
We'll touch on Buterick. He's just got the role. They share it around down there. He's going to make us money as well. He's not going to be in anyone's final team thoughts, but Buterick is. I'm very happy I jumped on Buterick just before this all kicked off, and I think everyone else will be too. Like you said, keep your eyes peeled because might give away my little plan I'm looking at, because Bailey Dale definitely is on the ice while he's playing. If Buterick and Bailey Dale get within 50k of each other, I'll be swinging straight away. If Dale gets down to 450 and Buterick gets to 400, that's my swap.
I don't know if I can get that high. I mean, Butterick's probably gonna get to 290 in his next jump, right?
No, yeah, you're talking weeks down the line.
I'd say get to 290. I don't know if Dale. Well, look, Dale's actually probably going to drop.
He's going to drop a lot. His average is 69.
Yeah, he's going to drop probably at least 20 to 30k, right? You reckon he gets to 500 in this first drop?
No, it's first drop. But if he just drops another couple, he'll be 450.
Yeah, that's true.
But you need Buterick to get to 400 quick. Like, it might not be quick enough. But and I said that's a forward and a defender, so you're going to have some massaging with your flexes and all that. Yeah, we touched on Oliver. Lockie Whitfield to 70. Like we said, the torch is passing. Sad day. The fridge did nothing again. 63. People who started the fridge, they're not happy. I was close. I was very close to starting the fridge.
You almost did, didn't you?
But yeah, that's Jesus. Briggs scored a 20, lad.
Did he get injured?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
That's not good.
I might be wrong. He had to have got injured.
Let's just have a little look at that game. I'm going to bring it up.
Briggs had to have got injured.
Yeah, I need to see something happen there because that would explain why Riccardi got so much. So
but Briggs played last week as well, didn't he?
He did. Let's go stats.
Maybe they're just passing the torch as well.
No, he played a full game.
No, that's if you're on that 0.7% that have Briggs, run. All right, you have one.
How did he get that? How did he get? Because he got 9 disposals, 3 tackles, 15 hitouts. That's not amazing. Don't get me wrong, but Riccardi only got 12 hitouts. But he had 20 disposals. Okay.
Maybe Briggs has given away like 7 free kicks, which is about 40 points. So maybe it's a 70 down to a 20 or something.
Look, he probably has because of English. He probably gave lots of free kicks away to English. He doesn't have lots of meters gained. Yeah, like fucking well, there you go.
We swing to the next one. It is Geelong Freo. We touched on Sarong 150. Probably the hottest trade target of the week, especially with Goulden. You're looking at a 3K difference. Most people are going to have 3K.
You making that trade?
Currently, yes. Currently, Sarong is in my team for Goulden. And I have gone... we'll save that one. But yeah, currently Sarong is in my team. I don't think you can fade it. There's thoughts where I kind of want to see another week. Here's the thing. He could drop at 80 next week. Sarong has that in his caper.
But he's going to go up in price because it's breaking was 67.
Yeah.
I don't see him dropping at 67.
Well, he won't go up next week because he's only played 1. That's why I'm like, you can chill if you want. But Goulden's injured. So he's actually only in 10%. Right? I thought that would have risen much higher by now, but he's only in 10%.
It's only Tuesday.
It is only Tuesday. Luke Jackson, 140. I don't think he played Cox. This bloke doesn't know what he wants to do. He's done what we want.
You know, like, I mean, the people in the chat that were talking about it, I mean, saying that, you should get Cox, I mean, there's a reason why we didn't. But, like,
I do remember
to play him in the preseason and then
change your mind.
And then change your mind in round 1 and Darcy played. It's like, oh, man. And do you know what's funny? I don't know. I actually think he could have played a lot of midfield. I don't know if he played sole ruck.
I don't have the stats in front of me. He'd have to have got hit-outs, surely.
Well, he got 29 disposals, bro. I think so. He's played. Let me have a look. I think he's played midfield. I could be wrong here, but I think he's. So if you go, Jackson got 27 disposals. He got 22 hit-outs, and so did Darcy. So they shared it. So he must go. So he got 10 clearances. 10 clearances.
I didn't know Darcy was back. There you go.
He got the most clearances in the game. So I think what's happening is when he's not playing ruck, he's playing as a midfielder.
Yep.
He has to because insane.
I didn't like it by me 140s. If you're an owner, you'll be happy, and that is his first game. So he's not on the bubble. He's not on the going to go up just yet. So we have another week if we want to go there. If he does 140 again.
Oh, look, if he does 140 again, the thing is, he plays Melbourne. So, like, that's Gawn notoriously is a hard matchup for anybody. He just is, like, as much as we like to speak shit about Gawn, he's really hard to play against. So, you might have a week up your sleeve, but that's potentially one you could go down from. One of your big, if you have Sherry or if you have Gawn, you could potentially go down to Jackson. But, yeah, look, 142, that's insane.
Yeah. And then we got Holmes just dropping 140, which you can do. It's not going to surprise any of us. He might be in some people's final team thoughts. He's not really in my final ended team thoughts. Could be. Not right now as just a sole mid. If he gets a DDP, well, I don't know, but if he's just playing midfield, he's not playing off half back, he's probably just going to stay midfield. The next best scorer is a bit like your Sicily for me. I have a keen eye on Tom Stewart. I've had him multiple years. I've been a happy owner most times. I have Tom Stewart, and he's averaging 118 at 500 flat.
Not bad, is it?
It's not bad and they're
Yeah,
going
you know
like.
why? Because he's such a good intercept marker. That's why.
Yeah, I just thought this year would maybe slow him up a bit. I thought Lawson was going to get a bit more of the cake, but he's not sharing yet. Tommy Stewart,
No,
he's not.
Not yet.
He's one. But if you're going to go Stewart, you have to go now. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He's not one you're going to go to when he's 550, 570. If you're going to go Tommy Stewart, you have to go now, and I don't really want to facilitate that right now. So.
No, it might be one of those players that I miss out on because I'd have to give up probably Josh.
Yeah.
Or I try to give up someone a little bit. Maybe I give up Roberts and go down somewhere else to get him, but that doesn't really.
Honestly, the blokes that have Naz, there it is. Honestly, if you have Naz, I would be doing that. If I started Naz, I'd be like, okay, I've got that wrong. Going to Tommy Stew, mate. Bang.
I think Naz can get it. I think he can get. We'll talk about that game later, but
Yeah.
I think he can get back up. But right now, he's going to drop some cash.
His break even's 200, so he's in strife. Talking about Lawson, 99. If you have Lawson, you'd be happy with that. Jezza just acquired 107. He can score tons as a key forward. I don't like key forwards in my Supercoach.
No, he's probably the only one because he can get disposals and things like that.
Him and Darcy, the only two key forwards you might ever see in my team this year. They're the only two. But
Darcy can drop 50s, but
so can Jez. Key forwards, it can happen.
Yeah, true.
I don't know what Hayden Young's time on ground was, but he got an 80. Now, if he was only on ground for around 50 to 60%.
No, I think he played the majority of the game.
He did? Because I wasn't sure because he didn't train. So I wasn't sure if he was going to be rested heavily. Because I did go off him late with obviously the news. I've tossed up going Ashcroft down to him. But yeah, it's I'll look into his time on ground possibly. Like I say, if it's anywhere under 60, I'm going to struggle not going to him. But you can see him again. He's only played one game. We can wait one more time.
That's true. You don't have to really jump into it.
No.
You don't have to get too concerned about it right now.
Probably the biggest shocker, Brayshaw, 45.
He's not having a good one, eh? If anybody
47, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not having a good one. I don't know why. I'm not sure if it's because of getting Jackson in there or because now Hayden Young's back or whatever. I had this feeling with Sarong, and this is why I'm actually really nervous about Sarong, is because they've added more players to that midfield bunch. Someone's going to drop out. So there's a part of me that's like, fuck, it could be Sarong one week or it could be Brayshaw the next week. And so the Sarong pick does make me nervous. There's a part of me that doesn't want to go there. But yeah, we'll see how we go. I just feel like maybe I should at 150. But yeah, I don't know. You just got to keep that in the back of your head because they're obviously throwing more players through the middle now and someone's going to suffer. But I don't think he copped a tag or anything.
No. It is something to keep in mind so that's his ceiling. So he's touched his ceiling round one, so it's wooed us all. Sarong doesn't really have a 170 ceiling. His ceiling is 150-ish.
I've seen him. I mean, I had him. Actually, no, I don't think I had him last year. But I've seen him drop consistent like 70s, 80s, and then he'll get 130. Then he comes back down. So yeah, the 150 is astronomical.
But yeah,
probably to be honest, it's actually probably a little inflated too because like 30 disposals, one tackle, like he got a goal, and then his clearances. He must have just been really, really efficient.
Yeah, efficiency. He is a clearance beast. So we swing to the next one. It is the Brisbane-Sydney game. Quickly before we get onto it, just on the ruck talk as well. Grabelski's dropped a ton.
Yeah, I saw that. He did all right, eh?
Darcy Fort. The funny thing is, he's 430k though. Who would have thought Darcy Fort was 430k? So
well, you get that when you win back-to-back flags, mate.
Can't go near him at all. In my head, I was like, if he's around 270, he's an option. Nowhere near it. The highest score as watching the game, surprisingly, Blakey wouldn't have been on my postcard as the highest scorer.
A lot of people have him in their team, eh?
He's good. He is good, and he can do that a bit.
Lizard.
The lizard. Riley Bice popping up with 114, one of the best cash cows of last year. We're not going to Riley Bice this year, are we?
But then no, because towards the end he kind of drifted off.
Tapered.
But I don't know if that's what he is, or if he's going to get better this year. I'm not so sure.
Joel Amati with the 111.
Yeah, your favourite, eh?
No, mate, we're not going near that.
No way, not a chance.
Yeah, look,
Tom McCartan. I don't know what Tom McCartan had in his lunch, but he had a belter of a game.
He's playing on Allen, mate. Anyone would have scored a ton on Allen that night. Trust me. He drips him, mate. Give him back. Honestly, don't get me started.
You're talking about Allen?
Don't get me started.
First initial impressions? Not about it?
No, not right now. He want to sharpen up, honestly. He got tossed in the back line for 5 minutes. That's not going good. I don't care how good the best key forwards. Maybe some of them do. I've seen Voss do it to Kerno. If I'm a coach, you're never going back. Jez is never going to the back line, is it? You need to be forward all the time. If it goes in there, you need to be there. If you're getting tossed back, you're having a mare, son. Oh, mate.
Well, that's saying you're not producing up top, and we need something down back, so you're going there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not impressed. You want to shape up. Morris, you could tell Morris wasn't playing because it showed how bad Allen was in my mind. So that's how good Morris is for a young fella. We might forget that. Lockie Neal, 90s. Want a bit more if you're an owner. Not going there if you're not.
Yeah, you want a little bit more from Lockie. I'm not going to go there just yet, but he's definitely a player. For me, he's like Mike Callahan. I see him in my team towards the end of the season.
The final
I really
team.
do. Yeah, because he's someone I can rely on.
Mm-hmm.
And as the season goes on, Lockie tends to get better. So I'm confident there. 92 doesn't scare me, but I don't need to jump on him just yet. Josh Dunkley, because his price has started so high, he's one that I've kept my eye on too.
Yeah,
101 is a fine. That's a fine score, but because his break even is monstrous, he will drop in money. But he impacts Supercoach in so many different ways with his tackles and things like that. So Dunkley's a very good pod. I like that option. Heaney 98 at 593 is probably not someone you want to go for just yet.
Have we got mail on his hammy yet?
No, I haven't heard anything about Heaney. Just Goulden.
Because he definitely was. He went for scans. For his hammy. So maybe if you haven't heard anything, maybe it was nothing. Yeah, Goulden 4 months. We skipped over 4 months. He has to go. You can't hold.
You can't hold it. You cannot hold someone for 4 months.
No.
I mean, and to be honest, I don't know why you'd want to. Not at that price. There's so many other players that are gonna be better options at that price. I just want to touch on a little bit further down. Grundy 89. Did you not like what you saw from that? I mean, 677
against Grabelski, you should be getting 150s.
Yeah.
So that doesn't help. So Grabelski scored more than Grundy. You'd be fuming. Yep. If you're a Grundy owner, you'd be sick. Yeah, you can't have that. I'll trade him out of principle. I'll trade him out of principle. 670, and old Grabelsk with the fade. You see the new haircut on the man?
Oh, he looks evil, doesn't he?
He's dropped it. I want to touch on someone that is just doing the business around that cash cow Buderick mark at 240. Bruce Reville averaging 75 on the bubble. He's going to go up next game.
Yeah.
I don't see him losing his spot. I don't. He was in round one.
You know more about that than me. I always thought he was a player that. But here's the thing. He's now. We talked about this. We thought it was going to be Marshall, but he's kind of become that player.
He's taken Marshall's spot.
Yeah, because the vest is gone now. He's in.
Yeah, he's taken Marshall's spot.
I could never have him last year because he was notorious for the vest, and so. But one above him. Do you like Levi, or is Levi not enough for you yet?
In Super, I can't see him as an option right now. I think Levi in possibly next year, maybe 1 year too early, the next year after that, is going to be one of these primos we all want. Honestly, I think his game translates to Super better than Will's. if that makes
Right.
sense. So I think
Yep.
he's going to be a super coach scorer. He's if he gets more time in the mid, which with some of the age like Lockie Neal's 33. If he goes to West Coast,
Yeah.
I think Will's the better player. Obviously, I don't think anyone's going to argue that, especially right now. But Levi does look fantastic. He looks better than last year, and watch out for his game will translate to Supercoach very well.
Right.
He's in 2.5% of teams.
What do you think about Kitty? Dropped to 50.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy I'm not there.
What's his role? You being a Lions fan, is he half forward?
No, he's playing Timo Zorko.
Right.
Timo Zorko. That's what, and it doesn't work because Zorko doesn't share, and he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to share. Now, look, maybe in that game when Sydney were kind of done their homework, they were picking him off. They'd done their homework heavily on Zorko. There should have been a tap on the shoulder. Hey, Kitty, you start taking a lot of these because they've reading me like a book and they've studied me for 5 nights straight.
But Zorko's like, nah, I'm him.
Well, he's just got the confidence, doesn't he? He doesn't, and that's what makes his kick so good. Is he doesn't fear giving it up. But they just studied him too well, and they had a game plan for him. So they should have gone to Kitty and gone start giving you a look. So that if you've got Kitty. That worries me because even when it was going bad for Zorks, he wasn't going to look. So when the games it is going good for Zorks, you're just nowhere. You're in Stroff. He's not an option right now. He's not going to go up in price either. There's no rush.
No, he's not going to go up in price at all.
He's averaging 50. You got Roses is going to go up a bit. I'm not going near Roses. 145k, averaging 59.
Not on my radar.
Link looked good, but he's got 46, so he looked better than 46, but he's not going to hold his spot. Watching that game, I was like, I don't think he holds his spot.
That sucks, because I think he's a good player.
Yeah, I think he'll be fringe. Enable, it's hard for a draft pick coming into this team. It's probably so much credit on Levi because he did it flawlessly last year. But coming into this team as a draft pick, it makes you look worse.
Oh, it's impossible.
It's impossible.
It's really, really tough.
Like he looks...
Coming to a team that's won the flag twice, and you're a draftee. This is the top team in the competition. So you're not going to stand out. Yeah. I mean, that's why it's such a credit to Levi and Will. You remember when Will's not that much further in than Levi.
No. Well, the thing is, he didn't look bad. Like he looked like a draft pick. It's just when you're in our team and look like a draft pick, it looks worse in general. But I rated his game. I rated him. He tried. He was he went hard. But he's another. He will not hold his spot. He will not hold his spot right now.
He'll be playing in the twos for a little bit.
I'll tell you the biggest shock here is Sam Draper passed the eye test gloriously, and he scored a 26. But he looked 10 times better than Allen. I'll tell you.
So it must be something that because that's very similar to Briggs. It must be something with the shared role, and then maybe they're just not getting hit-outs to advantage or something like that, and it's really, I don't know. Did he play into the ruck? I didn't. Obviously, I was watching our game because we were on at the same time, so I didn't see the Brisbane game, so I just saw the score. Were the ruck duties shared?
Yeah, but Grabelli was 70-30 Grabelski's way. And remember, Draper's coming back from injury. I don't hold anything against him in that sense, but to get 26 is, that's what I'm saying. Was he struggling in the ruck against Grundy? No, he looks fine. Like I said, he passed the eye test. I think he had 3 shots on goal. He might have only dobbed 1. But
strange, then.
I think his time on ground was a lot lower than Grabelski's. Like I said, coming back from injury, they might have just eased him in. There was a phase there where I don't think you saw him in the ruck till the second quarter.
Right.
And then when shit was hitting the fan, I think Fagan just started going, we just need to have a look at you, even though you're a bit hot. But swinging over to the Collingwood Crows game, Wayne Malira, we're not getting sucked into that, are we?
Nah, not getting sucked in. He just had a belter. He just had a belter.
140.
Yeah, he's just all over it. When you just play a team and they're just a ball magnet that game. He just had. It was every time the ball went into the forward line, he was there. He just somehow plucked it.
0.3% of teams. Congratulations, you fellas. Well done. What a peach of a pick for round one.
Yeah, fair play,
Sheesh.
because that's not what I'm going
That's a
for.
dark horse. Obviously, Dan Houston, big option when he comes back off it.
Yeah,
You're not going there this week, are you? Because he's
that's
not.
no point.
No.
What's
Yeah.
the point? But yeah, he's definitely on the radar. Like this is back to back now that he's had pretty good games on the Super, and he's just got that role. Like he's not sharing it with Josh,
Yep.
so he just gets more of it. And because we don't have Darcy Moore and Jeremy Howe, he literally is the only bloke that can get it out of our backline, like a good ball use. You know what I mean? So it's going to him a lot. When they come back, is that going to change? I don't think so because I think they play a little bit more lockdown.
Yep.
Well, I mean, Darcy gets off, he runs off the back a little bit, but yeah, I still think Houston will use it a lot more than those two. Nick at 126, like we were saying before, that it's one of those on the radar, one of those scores where you think, fuck, I want him in, but hey, get him in. You're probably just gonna have to wait for maybe a couple of weeks where he cops some hard tags and drops some 80s and 90s, and he comes down a little bit. But here's one that I was looking at pretty hard, and that's Worrell. Like, I think he can produce these type of scores, and at 480, that's my other Houston sort of feel.
Yeah.
But he's a little bit more expensive. Not getting carried away by Sam Berry. Josh is okay. 94 is okay for Josh. Like that's not terrible. I'm not getting too carried away. And to be honest, we were pretty shit house. Like this game, we couldn't get anything going. Like so, the first half, it was kind of we had that defensive game going, and we're playing this defensive game because we don't have the defenders down back. So we're trying to move the ball slower so we don't get caught on the transition because we don't have the defenders, right? So we're playing a little bit slower. So it just generated a pretty slow game. It was very kick mark, and there wasn't much score generated. And then in the third quarter, at the start of it at least, in the first 10, Adelaide just realised, if we just go fast, we'll probably score a lot of goals. And they scored like 30 points. They had that, like we speak about all the time, that period where you can kick, 5-6 goals, that 20-minute period.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got it back, and we clawed the game back. So it was kind of confusing. And then fourth quarter, it was kind of tit for tat. A few free kick bullshit calls here and there. But ultimately, Adelaide were better than us. And their forward line with those tall three, you can't keep them all out all game, especially when you're undermanned. No. And so when you're undermanned, it's just a matter of time. And we did okay. Like a lot of people have been. There's a bit of mail like on Collingwood at the moment that about that game that we weren't very good and we got shown up and stuff. It's like, yeah, I don't know what to make of that. Like we are playing without two of our best defenders, so it's a bit hard to gauge. And like we only lost by like 13 points. And you've got to remember too, our forward line is like we've got rid of our best forward. And we've put in a young sort of up-and-coming player that's got to get a feel of our team. And I don't know what to say about McStay, but my God, like he just hasn't been what we thought he was going to be from Brisbane.
No,
not yet.
He's burnt out, that's for sure. That's what it looks like to me.
It looks like he's just. I don't know. Do you know what the mental game is so much of football as well as the physical, right? So, for example, you got to think about this with McStay. He leaves Brisbane. He goes to Collingwood. Collingwood with the flag, he gets an injury. He doesn't get the medal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the next 2 years, Brisbane win the flag, and he's not involved. So he's missed out on 3 flags in the space of 4 years, just because one he's traded at the wrong time. Like if he stayed at Brisbane when Collingwood won the flag, do you know what I mean? Like he's just been so unlucky. In that sense, and I don't know if that's affected him mentally, but and maybe the pressure now of he's supposed to be the main man, right? Because Buller is, we know he's real young, so we're not expecting him to be amazing straight away. Like I think he's got all the qualities to be a good gun forward, but I'm not expecting him to come out and be the guy that kicks 5 goals every week. That should probably be a mistake. And the problem is we're now relying on Elliott to do everything, and when you're relying on your smalls to do everything, you're going to get beat. But yeah, so it was a bad week. But getting back to like the Super, Braden Cook, 92, 158,000. I don't know how many people have him. No,
I'm keeping.
I keep my eyes on him, but I didn't jump on him this week.
No. I'm not. There's other options like in the chat. Murdoch. You're going Murdoch before Cook. When we get to Murdoch,
we will get to Murdoch. That's definitely something. McAndrew at 88. This is the first game we saw of him. Very pass market. 119,000 to drop an 88 against one of the primo rucks in the competition. Well, he scored more than him, so that tells you everything. He had a good run out. I actually thought he was pretty good. I watched the game. Obviously, he's huge. He's a monster. So he's going to win a lot of hitouts just because he's huge. His game doesn't translate very well around the ground. Disposals. He's not going to kick many goals or things like that. But he's going to win a lot of ruck contests because he's huge.
Well, so I have him R2. So for me, it's a pass mark. You don't have him R2. Is it a score that makes you change to have him R2 or no? You're leaving everything as it is right now. You're not making that move right now.
So McAndrew's actually my flex, and so I'm happy with him in the flex.
Yep.
Would I look like you? I like the move that you did. It's very bold, and it can pay off dividends if you want. If I'll tell you what, like I said to you last week, if Sherry had dropped 100 or 105, I think he'd be out straight away. The fact that he got 126 is such an awkward. It's just that little bit better, and it's I still think two primo rucks at the moment seem to be the way. But like I said, we've got to keep an eye on these other ones that are about 200,000, like the Reeves and stuff like that, because if they are producing 100s or 105s and stuff like that, then maybe you can drop down. But it has contemplated my brain. I just don't know whether or not. I've already done it once with Bond. If I do it again with Sherry, I think I'll pull my hair out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Sherry's... I'm not trading Sherry. For me, 125 is the pass, and I'm happy.
And then English got 127, so I had both of them, so I can't...
Well,
do it just yet. They need to start having stinkers, and then I would maybe go for it.
Well, I think it's funny. Everyone's happy. If you have him in flex, you're happy. If you have him at R2, you're happy. If he scored a 130, you'd be like, I'm dropping one of them down.
I would do it straight away.
And if he scored a 50, R2 would be fuming. Kai quickly asked, trade drafts wrong for Murdoch. Correct me if I'm wrong, Murdoch's mid-only, or is he mid-def?
Yeah, he's mid-only.
That might be a bit of flex action.
You have to go flex if you want to do something like that.
I wouldn't do that if that's your option. I'm sure there's another option. Sarong will make you money. Don't worry. That's just making.
Oh, when you said Sarong, I thought you meant Caleb. Fuck that. Don't get rid of Jai. He's just about to make you money.
Yeah, he'll make you money. Murdoch will make you more money, but why not have both?
Yeah, you need to have both. I've got. We'll talk about it later. I've got Murdoch in, but not for someone like that.
Well, we'll move on to Port Kangas, but quickly, shocked me. Nick is owned by 60% of teams. I did not know that many people had him already. 60% of teams. So that might have gone up. People might be trading him in right now, but no, they can't. He's got to buy. Who knows? But yeah, I didn't think he was going to be that high at 630k. So that is a lot. Surprise me.
Yeah, I thought, I'll be honest, I thought he was going to cop a tag a little bit more, but he seems to have been able to shake a little bit of it so far.
Yeah. The two top scorers for Kangas Port, we're not getting sucked into either of these, are we? Luke Parker, 137. No. Yes, he can do it. We're not going there. Dylan Stevens.
I'm definitely not going there with Dylan Stevens. I can tell you that right now.
35. Again, 0.3% of teams. Congratulations to you Muppets. What are you doing? Dylan Stevens. Who's got Dylan Stevens in the starting team and then he drops 135? Oh,
that makes you sick.
Their chest puffed on Monday, weren't they? They were belting around the office.
There's a better one than that. You got Jack Darlin at 95, 0.1.
I'll fair play to Jack Darlin. That Charlie Combin, he's a good. I rate Combin. You're not looking at him yet. If he does 110 again, like I said, we might have to keep our eyes peeled on Charlie Combin. Yeah, because that'll be an average of 110, 330k going into his bubble week. Sheasel, Sherry, Rosie, all pretty happy with. Butters a bit let down. Just a bit, maybe a bit more than...
Look, Butters is a little bit of a letdown, but nothing that's concerned me. Sheasel, happy with. Sherry, very, very happy with because I thought maybe the game wouldn't translate, but he did well. But then again, he's playing not a primo ruck, so we'll see what comes of that. I'm happy I had LDU. He got 104, that 526. That I'm happy, definitely very, very happy with that. I had Toddy Marshall as my emergency, not fielded. So for him to drop a 90, I'm very, very happy with. But not to have him fielded kind of stung a little bit. But he has copped an injury. He's going to be out a little while, but not long term. So there is a part of me that's probably just going to sit him in the bench.
Yeah.
Because I think he's not going to be out long term. He'll be straight back and all as well, and he should make you some cash.
Well, they said no. They said no structural damage. So
he's done nothing. Yeah, he's done nothing.
Tossing up.
So,
could he be back this week?
I don't. Yeah, again, I don't know. We need to see more. We need to see more on it.
You're not trading him though. No one should. I don't think anyone should be trading Toddy Marsh if he's only out for a week. What's the limit? If they come out and say 3 weeks, are you trading Toddy Marsh? Or are you still sitting him?
I'm sitting him unless it's 4+. Mm-hmm. I need like a 4 month.
Yeah,
I need like a 4 week. Over a month, then I'd probably go, all right, I'll look, because then he's got to get fitness back and stuff like that. 3 weeks is all right.
I'm probably saying no.
Yeah, I think that's fine, because my players on my bench and my forward line, I can move them in, and I'm okay with it. We'll scroll down a little bit because the rest are kind of, fair.
Before we go too far, one that I do like, I had him a lot last year, and he was one of the rookies I had till the end. And he actually started dropping some decent scores late. And he's a good player. This Finn O'Sullivan. Apparently he's mid. Apparently they've moved him mid. Apparently he was on Butters.
Isn't it?
Oh, yeah, look, don't go there now on one. I flirted with Gordon down to Finn. But I like him, right? I think he's a good watch as well. I think he's one of these players that's exciting to watch. So that can suck you in a bit. You know what I mean? But it's probably not going to help me in Super.
Yeah, sure.
Like Jack McRae's not a fucking riveting watch, but oh man, did you need him last year? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. So I mean, we'll get into, actually, I'll leave it for the trades because there's some questions I want to ask you in regards to that because you kind of touched on it. But this Blamirez, I thought he did well, 70.
Yeah,
I had him. I had him fielded, so like he did all right for me.
Yeah, he's on my. The funny thing about Blamirez is
he was on my bench. Sorry, I got him fielded for this week, obviously, because there's so many outs.
So him and Watkins are the two, right? Blamirez has what seems to be job security. Watkins still could lose his spot, whereas
Blamirez probably will lose his spot.
McKercher is in the team, and Blamirez is still in the team. So
and McKercher had a stinker.
Well, yeah, we talked about this. Clarko, as soon as he got injured, he'll change his mind, and he did. He was half forward. He cannot not shuffle the deck. If anything happens to one of these players, they'll come back in a different position. It is...
It's bizarre, isn't it?
It is so bizarre. So, yeah, I don't know what you'd be fuming. Again, Caleb Daniel, what Caleb? 79. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Anyone start Caleb? 0.5%. No, okay. But yeah, there was Colin McKercher 60. You'd be 16% held on to him. That might have gone down already.
Yeah, I think it probably has.
Another one that was a bit popular early, Bergman 56. Lucky we stayed away from the Bergs.
Yeah, I didn't. I'll admit I was red hot on it early, very early, but then jumped off it, and I'm glad I did. Yeah, because that's not what you want to say.
Horny one. 48.
Yeah, that's not it either.
No, that's not it.
Is he carrying an injury or?
Again, if the man touches 420.
Oh, then that's when you look at it.
Yeah, I'm looking at him at 420, but you'd be sick. You'd be sick. There's not much else going on there. Like I said, it's all pretty much what we expected.
It is what you expected, yeah. With just a couple of ones out there that have jumped up.
That's it. I wasn't sure if LDU made your final team, but yes, I saw the 104, and I thought you'd just be. That's just a tick. Lovely, thank you, LDU.
It's one. Yeah, it's what I thought he had the potential to do this like weekly. I think he's going to get back to his best form, and so I'm pretty happy with that one. And I don't think many players have him, so that's why I was happy with it. Like he's my Walsh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I got to have one of them. Maybe I can have both. I don't know. It depends how good Oliver goes. If Oliver starts to go on a downward trend, then maybe I'll flick him out. But yeah.
Well, we sneak on to the next one. Melbourne St Kilda. It's funny because we just talked about this bloke last week and he dropped 140.
Yeah.
He is a good player, this Max Hall. 400k.
He is a good player.
Forward, if he was mid, he's probably who you're going to. But he's forward only, which, yeah.
The only way you'd be able to do it is if you maybe moved Goulden to your flex.
Yeah,
That's
but
your
I'm not.
potential, but-
It's just funny how his positions like, right? Look, I haven't really heard anyone talk about possibly getting him in because he's on the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
His average is 110 and he's 400k. So
Yep.
if you want Max Hall, you have to go now.
Yeah, because his break even's 10.
Yeah, if you want Max Hall, you have to go now because, yeah, look, he's a cracker. I can't go there because you'll still get your 80s and 70s, possibly your 60s. But he's proved it lately. He has a ceiling. Man, does he have a ceiling.
He gets around the footy and he can score goals.
You know, he's one I'll watch all year. Yeah, I think he's going to be one of these dudes I look at all year and just like see where his price goes. But I don't think you'll see him any cheaper than right now. I think 406k will be Maxwell's cheapest price for the year. So if you want him, you got to go. I just can't justify it right now. Oh, he'd be cracking pod though. Oh, 1%.
Yeah, I can't get him in right now though, but I'd like to. Don't get me wrong.
If he scores 100 again, what it'll be 446k. Yeah, and then now that's even harder. Like so, it's just
makes it a lot harder.
Yeah, if you've got a failing forward that you went for 500, 400k, it might be easy for you, but. The only two heavy ones I went with Sheasel and Track, so I can't move them. Do you know?
I have Sheasel and Track as well, and I can't. You can't move them.
No. Well, question: what's the diff? Could you go Flanders to him? Is it 5k? Could you go Flanders to Hall?
You could, but are you wanting to do that?
Who averages more by the season end? Oh, that's a hard one. We'll save it. Yeah.
Do you know? I don't know. I don't know because right now it's Hall. I don't know.
It's not a move we have to make, is it?
It's not a move you have to make, right? I don't know if you're going to gain that much from it, but I'll tell you what. If they're very much the same, or if he's averaging a little bit more, that pod potentially.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to have Flanders, but not many people have Hall.
It could be a head-to-head choice there.
There's definitely a head-to-head choice there. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Flanders 104. You're not mad at that. You're probably happy you kept him. You'd be throwing shit at the TV if you didn't. I reckon.
I floated. I've floated so hard, but I just knew, and this is why I haven't done anything drastic again this week, is because I just knew that if I took him out, he would have a good game. And 104 is a good game. It's better than Windhager. It's definitely better than fucking Messiah.
Yeah.
So. And I mean, we'll get down to all these players. You know, Jack McRae didn't have a good one, so yeah, I'm happy I kept Flanders. Windhager is someone I am keeping my eye on. I just waiting for his DDP though. Like I don't want him in as a mid.
Yeah,
I like him as a defender.
Mm-hmm.
I like him as a defender. I could probably work him in then.
Yeah, 103 did it. 103 quickly on Windhager did it again.
Yeah, that's fine. Van Ruin, I'm not getting sucked into that. Are you?
No, nowhere near it. So that's
do you like Wilkie?
As a player,
is he another Tom,
not for Super.
Is he another Tom? Is he another Tom Stewart for you? No.
Nah. Oh, that's a good question. It is a good question. I think Stewart.
I think he kind of is.
I think Stewart and Sicily are ahead of him in super terms.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair.
They're all the exact same price, pretty much too.
They are. Gorney, 122, didn't do himself any disservice there, did he? He's still a weapon, the old fucking tree trunk. Steele, 92. He was in a fair few teams.
Yeah, I think you're pretty happy with Steele. Are you happy with Gorn at 690 if you had him? I mean, you have to be 120. I don't know.
Yeah, because I've got Sherry at 670 something. And he got 120. So you know what I mean? So like, I would be happy if I had Gorn.
Yeah.
That same price. I wouldn't be pissed off at that. That's something I would move on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, Jack Steele 92. If you have him, you're not moving. You're keeping that. That's fine.
Are you happy you?
Yeah.
So this is the conversation. Are you happy you kept McAndrew? Like you made the bold decision to go for McAndrew, DeConing out for McAndrew.
So the extra 400k would have got me 1 point.
Right. So that's
McAndrew was 88, DeConing's 89. So yeah, right. I mean, there's no way you could say, yeah, and that's TDK by himself.
Right.
There was no Marshall. There was no Marshall. Yep. Apparently TDK busted Gawn first quarter, and then Gawn went, nah, none of this, mate. Apparently Gawn's experience just like took over, because apparently, first quarter TDK was looking sharp. But right. I'm very happy with that decision. It was a nervous one, but I'm very, very happy with it. Naz, if you've watched the channels, you all know our thoughts. We both want him just at 520, not 620.
Yeah.
That's
and he's going to get there. Yeah, he's going to get.
It's that simple. As soon as he touches 520, greed can sneak in. It happened last year. I might go, he might touch 500. I just think I should get a notepad. I should get a notepad out and write names and go, when they touch this price, take it.
Yeah.
Because I pushed it last year on a few and I missed them. And I think I missed Nick at his bottom because I thought he'd go lower and he didn't. And then. And again, it's these blokes that have the ceiling of 170 because they can hit it. So you'll see him at 540, and he'll have a break even at 170, and you'll go, oh no, he'll go to 520 and he'll score 170, and then it's all reset, and he's just going to start climbing. So I should do that. 520 is my number for Naz. As he touches it, he's in, bang, and then set and forget.
I might have him a little bit higher, but I can understand
that's
that.
A fair call.
I might have him at like 540.
Mm-hmm. I'm just quickly looking.
I'd have to strike.
I was trying to find wins at 70. I'd be. You're not mad. You're not happy.
I'm not furious. I've got him.
Yeah.
So I'm not furious. He did better than Coleman.
Yeah, you're not mad. You're not happy.
Not mad, but I'm not busting my gut there. But he could probably generate some cash. And we'll just have to see what we can do. Maybe you can turn him over in some other trades, but that didn't blow me away. That's for sure.
And Carroll, another 59. We're still happy, aren't we?
Yeah, that's fine. That's doing your job there. He's done better than some players on the list here, so I wouldn't be too upset. I'm going to talk about Cozzy. I had him, then I didn't have him, and then I was pissed off that I didn't have him, but then it worked out in my favor because. He only dropped a 74, and like relatively, like stats wise, he actually like touched it. He had a good game. It's not like he had a terrible game, but didn't translate to super. So I'm happy with that. That was kind of a get out of jail, so to speak, because if I had him, I think that means I wouldn't have had. It was a midfielder that I wouldn't have had. Maybe Oliver. I'm not sure. I tried, but then again, he got more than Oliver, so. But maybe that was a stupid decision. But I don't know. For some reason, I'm not pissed off with that. Like, he got 19 disposals and a goal. So, like, I don't know. I didn't think that was... I wasn't thinking, oh, my God, I should have had him. I shouldn't have got rid of him. So, yeah, I think I'm happy with that one.
Yeah. Langford, 37. Lucky we didn't go there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. He didn't give me a few minutes.
Doesn't have the role. He's lost the role.
It doesn't have the role.
Philip Howe, 27. Corked quad, though, so he could play this week. I'm not moving on Philippou because the corked quad, I need more info. Like,
you need more info because a corked quad could be 6 weeks or a corked quad could be a week.
Yeah, it could be a week.
You don't know. But, like, again, I've had to... did I move him on? No, I put him on the bench. So I haven't moved him on yet. I put him on the bench with Marshall, funny enough. So the 2 injured boys are there, but I haven't moved him on just yet. I just need more information. I think it's a weird one with Philippou. Like, I think he could be a good pick if he just plays the footy.
When did the injury happen?
I think it was like first half.
Okay. Then yeah. Look, it is concerned because he can't avoid this stuff. That's the concern. Yeah. But then I'm also thinking, as soon as he got the cork, did they just not risk him? Like, is it actually not that bad of a cork? They just went, anything, we're not putting you out because it'll break. So
Potentially. So we need some more news. Like when the team lists
yeah,
come out on Thursday, or is there another Thursday game? There might be. So we
yeah,
might know more on Wednesday. Who's the Thursday? Oh yeah, Hawks Sydney. When do they play? When do Saints play? They play Saturday. So we'll know Thursday
yeah.
whether or not he's going to play. And yeah, maybe it won't be as bad as a first
Even
thought.
even if he's out this week, I'm waiting until I get my info next week. But
Yeah,
then
absolutely.
I'll. He's even one of those ones where maybe I do just sit him for a couple. He could be the exact same as Todd Marshall, where I sit him for a couple. But
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I need to know if it. Like I said, 4 weeks is my marker. I
yeah,
think a month of footy is my marker where I go, okay, it's because that's 4 weeks. You can make some. You could potentially. You got to remember that's because obviously with the 3 rounds. So four, if it's anything more than four, you could potentially get somebody else and they can grow in that time
mhm.
before, and then you've just wasted. So four is my mark. Anything less than that, I'll wait. But if it's more than
Yep.
that, then I'm gone. I think it just has to be.
Well, then we'll that's it for that one. We'll sneak to the last game of the round, Suns West Coast, and I think just to
Yeah.
kick it off, we'll jump straight into the man of the moment, the bloke that snuck up on us all.
Yeah, where did this come from, eh?
Old Milan Murdoch was a late SSP. He got signed a fortnight before the season started.
That's wild.
Couple of key info that made me more hot on him.
He's
25-year-old.
25. Yeah.
He's apparently been the Sandford goat. No, sorry, Sandford goat or the waffle goat?
Waffle.
Waffle,
Wouldn't it?
waffle goat. Well, actually, did they get him from the Sandford?
Actually, I don't know. Let's have a look.
Well,
See where
whichever one it
where
was, he was destroying that league. So he is ready made.
have a look.
The mail is they signed him to play first team as well. They did not sign him to squad. So the
He played for East Fremantle and he won the
waffle.
2025 Simpson Medal. So that must be their version
Yeah.
of like their best player.
So
Yeah.
the man has job security. He dropped to 110. My question to you is, he's only played one game. Do you go now?
Yeah.
You're
I
going
went
now?
Yeah, I'm going now because just because of the injury to Goulden, I haven't done like a straight swap, but I can facilitate a better player in now because of that. Now, and again, you got to remember because he's dropped 110, he would have to drop literally 10
Yeah, yeah.
for him not to grow some money. So
No.
and these 99,000 players are very they don't come around all the time. Pretty much the only time a 99,000 comes around that does well is in the mid-season draft. So when they come around and they do stuff like this, I think you have to, unless the only way you don't do it is if you have a stacked midfield, for example, and your bench midfield is playing, and you don't see the necessary need for it, then don't do it because it's only what 20,000 between say him and a 119,000 player that's playing. But I don't think he's getting 110 every week. It could potentially be his ceiling, but I don't know. I feel bullish on this one. 25. You played against a really good team in Gold Coast. I'm just bullish on it. I think he
Yep.
could do well. He's done better than McCarthy. He's done better than Reed. So, but did better than Dersma. So he's done better than the three midfielders that everybody thought West Coast would probably average the most. Now again, is he going to do that every week? Maybe not. But yeah, I've jumped on it for the moment because I feel like you might have to. Yes.
So is he fielded as well? You're moving now and fielding?
Well, I mean, he's only fielded because of this week, because of the bye. But when,
Yeah, correct. Yep.
yeah, you know what I mean. So like, he's fielded for that purpose. But no, he would be on my bench probably because my field would probably consist of Tanner Bruin, Jagger, and then Grills. That would be my bottom three, and then my top five obviously isn't moving for
Yep.
now. So he would probably be on the bench, but if he starts to outscore Sammy Grills, then
Yep.
maybe he does have a spot. There is another world where this is getting into our trades things that we could probably allude on. Is that there is another world where maybe he goes into my flex, and my flex is McAndrew at the moment. Maybe I do something drastic and I put McAndrew in one of those ruck spots. But at the moment, just Sherry and English are just scoring so high that I would be very like if English or Sherry was dropping 87s or 88s like bloody decoding was, then maybe I would. But so for now, no, he's fielded because of the buys, but I'll probably bench him.
Yep.
Unless those two ruckmen again go pretty shithouse, or Shammy Grill go shithouse. But yeah, we'll get into the trade stuff in a minute. But yeah, are you jumping on it? It doesn't sound like you want to go there yet.
It'll be either this week or next week. Like, you cannot pass that up. I do like having another look. This was so I haven't gone yet, but this was before I knew he was a mature age waffle legend, right?
Yeah.
And then there was pretty strong mail that they signed him to play first team. McWalter has not signed him to squad field. He has signed this bloke to play first team. But then my question is, like, why did it take you to a fortnight before the season to decide that? So
I'm not sure. I don't know how they go, man.
He's not getting dropped because he was one of their best players, right? So he's not getting dropped. I do worry about Watkins when Wines gets back. So my thought process
I don't have Watkins.
Is straight swapping Watkins to him next week. But then I'm just trying to find out if Watkins holds a spot after Wines is back, because I don't want to lose. At 99k, they need to average 50 to make 40. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to do that and lose Watkins. Watkins ain't going to go above 180k, but he will make 40 in the first hit probably. So
you're thinking that it's kind of like it's more of a sideways trade instead of anything, because you're still going to make money on Watkins.
But then also, if Watkins does get named that third game, I will be moving someone down to Murdoch. It will be Murdoch in, but it's just. I prefer sideways if Watkins doesn't play. Ideal scenario, Watkins does play his third game, and then I will. Then it's funny who the option is, because I'm happy with in the mid, but Ashcroft. So I may as well go now, because Ashcroft has the buy.
Are you thinking? So for your perspective, instead of going, let's say, because you said you've got Sarong in, so I mean. Well, I don't know what
Gordon to strong. Gordon to strong. Yeah, we can. It's the last game, so we'll touch on the trades while we're here.
Right. So I've done Gordon to Sarong as well, right? So we've both done the same thing. But my next question would be to you: are you willing to drop a primo in Ashcroft to go down to Murdoch and make that cash and have that cash there to invest in someone else? Are you comfortable making that? I mean, you've done it with McAndrew, so that would suggest that you are probably comfortable with doing something like that. But are you comfortable doing it this week, or is that something you want to do? I don't know if I can, because my only other option would be Oliver down to Murdoch.
Yeah. So this week's interesting.
But Oliver doesn't have a buy.
Yeah, it's the buy that make. If I go down to Murdoch, Ashcroft down to Murdoch, I get another score this week. And if it's 100, say he does 100 again, I will not be mad at what I did, because Ashcroft doesn't play now. But then there's a part of me that's just like, just hold Ashcroft and forget about his break even. Like, just have him in.
Who's more reliable, Ashcroft or Murdoch?
Ashcroft will have a higher average, 100%. But Murdoch could make 400k. But here's the thing: even if I don't do that, I'll still get Murdoch in. He just won't be the option. This is more thinking of a 1 week basis of trying to score the most points, because we are in a cash total points league, right? This is my worst buy too. I'm at 18 of 18. I don't have any flex, so if I make that move, I get 19 of 18. And with Sarong, I go to 20 out of 18. So I'll have a couple that drop out. So it is very 1 week focused, and I'm tossing if I should be 1 week focused or not. It is.
Yeah, look, it is tough. But like I said, when you're playing in the overall, though, that's what happens. It makes you think that way, because you have to get these scores every single week. But you got to remember, you're gonna have one. So if I go through mine, my round 2 is pretty okay, but I'm gonna have my round 3 is pretty poor because I have doggies and some Gold Coast players, and then round 4 is Saints and GWS, so that's probably my worst so far.
Yeah.
This week's not so bad for me because I don't have many Pies and Brisbane players and Geelong. Well, I do have the Dacos Bruin and Jagger Smith, but you can just put them straight to the bench. So this week's actually pretty good for me.
Right. Yeah, see, this is my worst by a mile. I do have bench. My whole bench played. So, when I say 18 out of 18, I have 18 out of 18 I would like to field to play. But I can get up to 20. The only issue is there isn't another option to them. For me. I'm not... Carroll and Blamirez are my other two benches. They're going to make me money. It makes no sense to go down to him. Jagger's you're not moving off Jagger. I'm not moving off Parrish. I'm not moving off Walsh. My only option is Ashcroft, and if I'm going to do that, I have to go now because he has the bye. So why wait till next week when Ashcroft might drop 130?
Yeah, so that's an awkward position to be in. I'm not really in that position.
It is, and I'm not going Bruin down to him. Bruin's going to make so. The only other option is fade Sarong and go Gordon down to him and make one trade this week. That would be... That's what I thought.
But then I'm like, will I regret not having Sarong in this week? I died. It's so difficult because... And then I think to myself, well, if you go down to Murdoch and you have 400,000 sitting in there, then yeah, I'm not too sure. Well, what else would you do? What move would you do?
No, so this is the thing. Like, I would be sitting on 400 because there's nothing I want to do right now. Everyone either is going to make me money or I don't want to lose them. So do you sit on 400k when you're trying to get the most points possible? Doesn't feel right.
No, it doesn't feel right.
But anything can happen in a week. Like, it's just... It is a tricky one because I think you have to get Murdoch. You cannot not get Murdoch. He's one of the mature ages, man. When they come in, they're our super coach, like holy grails is mature age recruits. So yeah, he has to come in. Like I said, the Watkins sideways makes the most sense for me. If Watkins, this is where I'm struggling. If I go Ashcroft down to him and then Watkins doesn't get named for the third game, I'll be pissed. But I can't find that out till next week.
No.
So, yes, fucking.
I don't know though, because that feels like a sideways movement. So like, if you go Ashcroft down to him and you want Ashcroft back on your side, you wasted a trade.
Well, no, I won't be getting him back. So if I go Ashcroft down to him, forget Ashcroft for me, because I'm not going to do two trades for that. So it is forget Ashcroft, go down. But like I said, if I do that and then Watkins doesn't play, I'll be fuming.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a walk-in so far.
Well, Wines is coming back. So not this.
How long is Wines out for? Though?
It's a suspension. So he's back. So he doesn't play this game, but he's back. He's back the week that Watkins will have his third.
He's probably going to get dropped then, isn't he?
Who else gets dropped from that port? I think it's him.
Yeah, unless they move Bergman back to the defence.
But then someone still has to leave the team sheet to get Wines in.
That's true.
Yeah. Like, there's a world where... but I'm just backing up exactly what I said. I make the trade now, but then Watkins gets names and makes 40k. Murdoch's going to make way more money than Watkins, so maybe I'll just eat that one. I don't know. It's a tricky one. But Gordon to Sarong, I think, is what a lot of people are going to do.
Yeah, I think a lot of people... Here's the thing, a lot of people are going to do it, but I think it's the one that makes the most sense. Yeah. Unless you want to try look for a pod and you go another player like Merritt. If you have the cash, you could go Merritt. They have similar buys, so like you're going to get game time out of them. It's not like there's a buy coming up, so Merritt's a good chance. But I don't know. I like Sarong. I don't know. But then I like your idea. Do you go Gordon down to Young?
I don't know. Fuck, I forgot about that. Yeah, fuck, I forgot about that.
Because that's gonna.
I've got another week to look at Young.
So do I. Yeah. We all have another week, and it could be a case of going Sarong down to Young, because Sarong will make money, and then let's say Young. Obviously, you think, I gotta
see.
Yeah, I don't know.
See, if I knew Watkins isn't playing that third game, I'd go Gordon, Sarong, Ashcroft, Young, Watkins, Murdoch.
Hmm.
It's all about this Watkins thing. Like I said, maybe I just free myself from.
So you would use a boost on?
Yeah, so that would be. But there's a thing. What's Watkins' highest price? Probably 180.
Yeah, I don't think he's going above.
Murdoch will probably eventually be. It's very quick to go on, but like 400. 74 is 400. If you average 74, I think it's 400k. So,
just touching on this, most traded out. So Philippu's already the most traded out.
Yeah, I'd hold.
Roberts, Clayton Oliver, and Zach Butters already traded out.
Yeah, that's grim. If you want to slow down on the butts, he could score 180 this week.
He'll have a big one.
He's the Richards for me. And he didn't score a 50. He scored a 9. He scored 6 under a ton. A lot of people got burned on captaincy. That's what it tells me. That's a rage. A lot of people captained him got fuming.
I mean, I captained him, but I'm not jumping off.
No, Butters, keep him all year. If you've started Butters, you keep him all year. You do, yeah.
That's a lock.
Contract year too. He's going to heat up. He's going to
heat up. It's the first game.
And he's not even on the bubble, is he? He's not going down next week. Yeah, that's grim, that. I don't know what.
Oh, it's people panicking. And then obviously the most traded in is Braden Cook, Bontempelli, Joe Fonte, Luke Jackson, and Merritt.
Fonte's an interesting one.
Fonte's an interesting one. I don't trust it so far.
No,
Luke Jackson I can understand. Merritt I can understand. That's probably straight for Goulden. It looks like that's what people's going for. Bont, maybe people have had some cash and in the bank, and now Gordon's got injured. They've gone straight to Bont, which isn't a bad. That's probably pretty. Yeah. If I had any way of doing that, I probably would, but that would mean I would have to make some drastic decisions, and just before their bubble. So, like for example, I could potentially go down on Flanders, but he's probably about to make money, so there's no point doing that. And then I don't know. Maybe you wait for Parrish. Maybe go down on Parrish. So yeah, we'll probably hold off and get bombed that way, I reckon.
Yeah, look, he is on, because like I say, he's not going to be cheap. He's one of the last ones we try to get, I think. The old Bont, sorry. Like it is a Parrish. That's the one you're looking at. He's the one you're thinking you'll get to Bont on. You hope Parrish hits 520. Bont slips to 670, 50.
Yeah.
But yeah, Murdoch definitely. And I'll just go quickly back because we didn't even touch on anyone else from that game. Because it is the biggest talk, but he is the talking point of the town. Murdoch.
We touched on Robertson early, so.
Yep, we did Roberts early. Gold Coast, West Coast. Petrarca again. 161 average. It's absurd.
Yeah. Are we surprised?
No, we shouldn't be. I haven't looked at his Brownlow odds, but they'd have to be something crazy from what he was a while ago. Noah Anderson, 132. That's higher than I thought. That hurts me a little bit. He could have been my Voldemort. I had him late.
133, bro. He got a fair bit, eh?
It's a big jump from Gordon. You're talking 40k, 50k. So it's too much to talk about. Your old faithful, Joel Jeffrey, 113. Man, he just does it, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. I'm actually gutted I didn't take him this year because he was a decent price at the start. Like nothing to blow you away. 446, you know what I mean? That, in fact, is cheaper than Roberts. And if you played him these first two games, I would have made way more. But anyway, unfortunately, he's probably going to go up because his break even's 50 and he's playing against Richmond. So you would imagine that he's probably going to get more than that.
Harley Reid, 83. If you had him, you're not mad, are you?
No, I wouldn't be mad about it. I don't have him yet, but I think he can get more than that. I really do. I'm quite bullish on him this year.
No, yeah.
I think you are as well. But I'm not pissed off.
No,
but I wouldn't be jumping to sell. But I actually just couldn't wiggle Harley in. Not because I went for some other options. Because Paris was basically cheaper. That's effectively what it was. But I actually do. I'm very bullish on Harley. I think he could be one of those ones that might end up being like my M6.
And again, man, Zeke looked good on TV, but scored a 23.
That's not
If you have him, you have to off, don't you? His average is 30. He'll lose money at 199. He's going to lose money.
I don't know why. For some reason, I had a weird feeling about him going into this season, and I don't think he's a bad player.
No, I thought I saw him a bunch again, and I thought he looked 23. That is happening. So 28% of teams have Zeke still. There's your Murdoch.
You got it.
There's your Murdoch. You're going straight down to Murdoch.
But Zeke's not mid, is he? Or is he?
He's defender mid. So
that's what you're doing for sure.
Yeah, you have to up off Zeke to 23. It's absurd. There's all the teams. We touched on our trades.